set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The Ravens.
First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
Marquise Brown. 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Mahomes firing complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big run there by Jones. 66 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the lead is now 13.
Kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 20, Chiefs 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 yards.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, D. 48 to Mike. I got you. Mike 48, Mike 48. Ain't no wrong, baby.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And that's caught inside the 30.
Right. Camera, action,
and all
showtime.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now, this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And James has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
From the contact. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That's taken in by Callaway. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
The end of the first quarter.
25 yards that time. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is out quickly to the right. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Ravens 34, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle.
That's caught inside the 20.
Here we go.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 41, Chiefs 21. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. 57 color. 57 color. 49 to Mike. Mark 49. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A short throw caught by Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The kick is,
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 41, Chiefs 35.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And got his man. Complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's complete right around the 8.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Able to find Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To Alan Lazard.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
To
Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Again, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
56. Chiefs 42.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Kansas City.
A big play there for KC. 57 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
16-yard line.
From the 16, Mahomes. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On the counter, here's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, Make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
3 down, 3 down. Mike's 49.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. Tonight's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.